Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Monster Energy Supercross here on this channel. This is part number 3 of my walkthrough. Now before we jump into the race around the University of the Phoenix Stadium, I just want to say I've changed the race type to the real thing. That means there's going to be qualifying and heats. If we don't make it through in the first heats, I do believe the first 9 go through, then you get a last chance heat to get to the main event. This is going to make it more interesting, guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. Plus, if we get through nice and easy, we will up the level to realistic for the next race. So let's get straight to qualifying and see if we can get a really decent result. So here we go. Right, let's try and build up some speed over these jumps, pulling back, nicely done through there. Let's try and get a good drive around that corner, and let's see if we can get through this section without crashing out. We've crashed out a few times here. Right, oh, not again. Oh, that is going to be a real problem in the race if I keep on doing that. Right, that looks like we're going to have to go on another lap. And also, guys, I have made adjustments to the bike. I will show you what I've adjusted before we jump into the first heat. And let's just try and make sure that we can get a lap in first. We're sitting in 13th place. Right, here we go. Let's try and really nail it this time. This is a really, really good, like I said, set out circuit. Really fast as well. And let's try and get on the inside, just mugging that rider. Can we get faster through there? That's much better. Getting nice momentum over the jump, transferring the weight down. Getting a little bit better at that. I much prefer it now. I've got a little bit more control over the bike. And also, guys, like I said, if we do really well in this race today, then we will up it to realistic for the next race. But the episode is probably just all going to be about this race. I'm going to split it up because I don't want the videos to be too long. They're going to be around sort of right at the 20-minute mark, and I can just pump out more videos that way. Right, let's try and get through here without coming off. Oh god, that rider came off, but I managed to stay on. Oh, that worked out okay. Almost run over his head then. Right, let's just try and get through this section without mucking it up. Nice. Oh, got a good drive over that jump. Oh, this is working out nicely. This is going to be a good time. And, oh, second. Oh, fantastic. I think I'm going to keep that. Not sure with 11 minutes to go that's going to stay, but fingers crossed. Right, so we've got a few seconds left and we're still sitting in second. Really, really like this University of Phoenix Stadium. It is awesome. Hopefully we can do really well in the first heat. And like I said, the first 9 go through to the main event. But if we don't make it through in the first 9, then we get another chance to try and get into the main event. So that is something really good. It makes it a little bit more interesting. And we do take second place. Fantastic. So we're going to go into the first heat in really good spirits, and I'm not sure whether we're going to go up against some of these riders in the top 9. I don't know whether they mix it up. We're going to find out, and yeah, that's going to bring up the bonus credits really, really well, and we will start spending those credits soon, guys. And yeah, up to level 16, bloody hell, getting through the levels as well, unlocking loads of stuff. Right, we're just going to jump in and check out the settings I'm using on the bike, so here we go. Right guys, I've made adjustments to everything really. I've just brought down the preload, spring stiffness, compression and rebound, and I've put the gear ratio on short. Someone in the comments said, try short, it's better on the stadium circuits. Hopefully this works out. Let's get straight into the first heat.
The riders are locked into the gate for the first 250 heat race of the night. This one is going to be intense, as only the first 9 riders will go directly to the main event. Are you ready? Here we go.
Right, so here we go with the first heat. Let's see if we can get a good start. Remember, top 9, and you move on to the main event. And, oh, we dropped the clutch at the right time, and we fired out the traps. Can we get the whole shot? They're all catching me up. My bike's not as quick as some of the others. Getting forced out on the outside. No, I didn't get the whole shot, but we're still in a good position into that first turn. Let's try and settle in. No, I've been thrown out on the outside of the circuit. Don't fall off. Oh, my God, that was close. My heart was in my mouth. I thought I'd ruined it already at the start of the race, but we've managed to get going again and we're still in 3rd place. But looking at the lineup of the riders in this race, I didn't see any Justin Hill on the Kawasaki, so this must be a slow group, so we should be in a good position to get 1st place, and we managed to get through there. Nice and quick through there. Right, so we're into the lead. Let's just make sure we get in that top 9, and then we don't have to go in that second last chance heat to get into the main events. But let's try not to make any mistakes. We've managed to pull away. Now let's try not to come off here. Slow it down. Nicely done through there. Lovely jubbly. That will do. And we can get the first lap out the way, and we can move on to that main event, which I think will be a lot harder. And we're managing to pull away here. Nice scrub and whip there. And just try and give it nice and tight into that turn, and let's try not to come off through this section this time. Keep it nice and steady. Nicely does it. Yep, that was much better through there. Oh, bugger! What the hell did I do there? And we've just dropped a place. Oh my god, that's 2 mistakes in this first heat. I'm getting a little bit overconfident here. My own fault. Let's just try and concentrate on just getting that result. Like I said, we don't have to win it. Just finish in the top 9 and we're in that main event, and that's all that matters. Right, let's get back into the lead here and just try and go around there. No, I thought he was going to take me off there. Right, get some speed through this section. This is a good section for me. Get a nice drive around that turn, and we are back into the lead again. Right, let's try and hold on to it this time. Let's try not to come off through here. Nice and steady. Oh, a little bit unsure through there. It's going to take a little bit of practice to go through that section at speed. I'm sure there is a better way of doing it to slide the bike so you don't come off. It's down to practice, guys. Hopefully I will get better. Right, so let's get a nice turn. Oh, got it in the bloody bollards here. Making little errors because I'm so desperate to get a good result, and I just need to settle down and just keep it nice and steady. Right, let's try and just get a bit of a lead now on this lap, and then we can go into the final lap and hopefully get first place. But this is also a good, being on the real thing is a good way to build up your credits, because you get credits for the heats as well as the main event and the qualifying. So it's a good way to really build up those credits. Right, something else we will do at the end of the episode, we're going to, we've opened loads of new sponsors, so we want to get a better sponsor that will improve our credits as well, and we'll put a tougher position. I mean, I've only got to finish 15th with the sponsor I've got now, but if we get a better sponsor, they're going to require better positions, which will add more pressure. And like I said, we will up the level to realistic if we do really, really well in this tournament race. Right, that's nicely done over there. And let's see if we can just get this last lap. Oh god, I'm making mistake after mistake here. Settle down, settle down. This main event is going to be tough. If I make mistakes like this, I can see the result being really hard to achieve. And we want to at least get a podium finish in this race. But this is one of the best, definitely the best stadium circuits I've used so far in this championship. This one's set out so nice. And also, guys, I might do my own circuit very, very soon using the track editor. I'm really looking into doing that. It just looks absolutely brilliant. Something that you know, is good on a game. I think a lot of games could learn from track editors. I'd love that on some car games that I've got, so that would be awesome. Right, let's get nicely into this turn, and it looks like we're going to finish first in this first heat, and that's going to put us through in a good position, which is absolutely brilliant. Nicely does over those last jumps, not as smooth as our qualifying, but I will take it, and we finish first in the heats. Just come off. You see that, guys? Brilliant.
Checkered flag. That's the end of the first 250 heat race. Here's a look at the results. Of course, the top 9 going straight to the main. The rest will have one more opportunity in the last chance qualifier.
Right, so the rest go on to the last chance qualifier, and we move on to the main event. Oh, looking forward to this, but we're going to have to be a lot better and try not to make as many mistakes as we did in that first heat. So let's go straight through to the main event. So here we go.
Welcome to the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The energy here inside the stadium is growing. The race fans are anticipating an epic round of Monster Energy AMA Supercross, an FIM World Championship competition. The riders are in the gate. It's time to go racing in the Valley of the Sun. Get ready. The gate is about to drop. Here we go.
Right, so here we go with the main event, sitting right next to Justin Hill on the Kawasaki. Let's see if we can get a good start here. And just let the clutch out a little bit late, and I'm going to get left behind eating everyone's dust. But that's just sit in the middle here. Try not to get taken out in this first left-hand turn. Oh, there's loads of traffic. I just got to try and stay on the bike, and I'm getting caught up here. And the leaders are going to get away from us, and we need to try and react. A little bit tight on that corner, but stay on the bike, Gooner. There's no need to push it too hard. We've got plenty of time to catch up, and we're sitting in 6th position, but we are making little errors here, and we're not going super quick yet, but hopefully once we get into a rhythm we can start gaining on the others. Oh, really good speed through there, and we should be able to overtake, and we're up to 5th position, and we've got to try and stay on our bike and try not to make any mistakes. And we're good through this section, pulling back on the bike, getting a good drive through there, and we're up to P4, so we are starting to close on to the front three. But looking at the front three, oh, someone's just come off. Oh, someone's come off, and I'm into 3rd. Looking at the front two, oh, there's no Justin Hill. He must have got caught up in that first corner and got taken out. We will keep a look at the leaderboard to see where he was. He was the quickest in qualifying, but let's just try and push for at least a podium finish here. Right, nicely does it through there, and we are starting to settle in and keep an eye on that leaderboard. I don't know where Justin Hill is, but it doesn't look like he's in the top 10. Oh, just got forced out there off the circuit, and them two have taken advantage of that and dropped down to P5. Right, we've got to be careful we don't do that again, because those front two are going to start pulling away if we don't start moving closer to him. Right, let's get a nice jump over there, and we are gaining on them now, getting good momentum through there. Nicely does it, and we are closing in. We're starting to put the speed down now through here, and we are closing. Yes, we're getting right behind him, and they're going to start feeling the pressure now. And here we go into 3rd. Can we get through here into 2nd? And that was nicely done, but he's coming back round the outside, and he's going to take the inside line around that section. Can we hold on to it? Yes, we've managed to hold on to it, and we're into 2nd place, and we are closing on the lead with 2 laps to go. That's getting nicely done through there. Can we go round? And I think that bike landed really badly, and he's come off, and I'm into 1st place. Oh, fantastic. And I just think I just saw the leaderboard there, and it looks like Justin Hill was in 17th. Oh my god, he's not doing too well, and we've got to try and just carry on with our race and try and get maximum points. And if we don't make any mistakes and keep maintaining this awesome pace we've got, hopefully we will achieve that. But like I said, guys, if we take a win in this race today, in the next race I'm going to up the level to realistic, and that's where we're going to stay. But hopefully we can do some customization in the next couple of episodes. We will definitely change the sponsor, like I said. And let's just keep it nice and steady through there. Try not to come off. We know that's a sticking point for me, but I do love this circuit. Nicely does it round there. But finishing 2nd in qualifying shows that we've definitely got the pace for this level, so we need to up it again for definite. We want it to be as difficult as possible, a real challenge, and we are doing really well on the final lap, sitting in 1st place. As long as we don't make any mistakes, it looks like we're going to take an awesome victory, and that is brilliant for our championship title challenge that we want to do on the 250s. And that will be good to become the champion before we move up to the 450s. And look at the air time I'm getting through those jumps. That's what you want to do. Nicely does it through there. Oh, that was perfect. Nicely does. Perfect jump through there. It tells you when you're doing things right with the PR up the top, which is good. And Let's just get nicely does it around that turn, and we're coming towards the end, and it looks like we are going to take a victory. Oh, this has been an awesome race. I was feeling a little bit under pressure after that first heat, because although we won it, we did make some horrendous mistakes, and I thought if we made those sort of mistakes in the main event, we wouldn't be able to take the win. But here we go, and we're going to go over the finish line. There you go, and there you go, we take the victory. Fantastic, and I've come off again. That's so funny, it does that. Let's get into the results.
One of the most aggressive races we have seen in a while. The final results show us how the 250 riders crossed the line.
Right, so we're going to just quickly move on, check out the standings, but it's looking really good for us now. Another 25 points, which was needed.
Fantastic effort by these riders. They put on a great show the way they battled here tonight.
Right, let's have a look at the standings, guys, and we are sitting in first place on 95 points, looking really good, and things are going really well at the moment. We didn't get the whole shot in that race, but we did achieve some decent credits, but we're going to up the level to realistic now, guys. I think we're ready for it, and now things are going to get a whole lot harder, but I want the challenge, so let's go straight into that now, guys. So here we go. Right, guys, so I've moved it up to realistic, but before we finish at the end of the episode, guys, I just want to change the sponsor, because we can go for a much better sponsor as we've unlocked them. Let's have a look at the top ones that's going to push us that little bit harder. So we've got some decent ones, GoPro, Oakley. Well, let's have a look at the scheme on the bike. I think I prefer... let's go for Oakley, so that's what we're going to choose. Please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you very, very soon.